Hello, welcome into our channel. This is Lunar Goddess Tarot. I'm Sarah and I'll be your intuitive guide today. So I'm coming back to you guys with a message for all of us ascension workers, for the twin flames, the light workers, the star seeds, anyone involved in a higher level connection, soulmate, kindred, twin flame, anybody on the ascension path. As we get deeper and deeper into the month of April 2022, we are starting to see the unraveling of the matrix, and we're starting to feel the shifts and changes. So you might feel a little bipolar emotionally. Some of the physical ascension symptoms are starting to lift, hallelujah, amen. But some of the emotional and mental ascension symptoms might be heightened at this time. There's a lot of this energy of sort of having a thought, and you know the thought bubble is there, and then all of a sudden the thought exits. It's like it enters and then it exits as quickly as it's come into your mind. So it's a little bit like cosmic dementia, if you will. It's a little bit like you feel like you're forgetting things, but it's not like it's not actually forgetting. It's like displaced, or it doesn't know where to go, right? So the thought just kind of comes and goes. You might feel like you're having trouble focusing right now. There might be just an energy overall of shifts and changes, and kind of an undercurrent, an undercurrent of something exciting is coming, but not really being able to tap in exactly what it is. We are surrendering, my loves. We are being asked to really, truly surrender. Wanted to put the light on there because it's about to storm here. So we're being asked to surrender. We're being asked to really reconcile with this journey. And I know a lot of you are still feeling kind of detached. Many of you are also new to the journey, have found my channel, or are just maybe not new to the journey, but are realizing you've been on it for a while and are just waking up to the fact that you've been on it. So for those of you who are seeking individual or group style coaching or help, assistance, guidance, etc., education on the journey and healing, you can reach out to me and Holly, and you can check out the offerings we have on our website. The website is listed below. It's lunargoddesstarot.com/offerings. And I'm also at this present time offering readings. However, I'm almost fully booked. I'm fully booked for twin flame readings. I've got, I think, 2 slots left for North Node readings, but we offer a 20-minute discovery call, a 40-minute flame call, which includes a longer healing. We offer just a basic twin flame check. We offer longer sessions for those of you who decide to go beyond those initial sessions. We offer 3 sessions with Holly and I, and those are very catered to your unique journeys and your unique experiences and your unique healing process. Okay, so that's one-on-one. Those are 3 sessions. Some people just go right into booking the 3 sessions, but in addition, we are also offering the April group transformational coaching program. We welcome divine masculines, we welcome divine feminines, we welcome in star seeds, light workers, twin flames, higher level soulmates, kindreds. So this is not just a twin flame group. It's 4 months, 4 dedicated months of working with Holly and I, working together in a group setting and having access not only to Holly and myself, but to others in the group. So having a community of support. You can read all about it on the website. And then if you have questions or you're ready to book, you can also do that on the website. But we're happy to answer any questions about that. It officially opens April 18th. We likely won't have our first call until that weekend, Saturday, April 23rd, but we're excited to have you guys in the group, excited to take this journey with you and have you be a part of the group as well. So without further ado, let us get started on the cards. So it's an interesting mix here because what I'm really feeling is that there's a journey that the twins are on right now. And the journey is that of learning and healing and separation. So the divine masculine is on their path, divine feminine is on their path, and your paths likely aren't crossing at this time. And that's okay. Honestly, that's perfectly okay. Because what is happening is exactly what needs to happen in divine timing. if you understand this journey from the perspective of this is a spiritual connection, first and foremost, and for anyone who's new, or this may be your first time watching the channel, by no means am I saying that reunion or union isn't possible with your divine counterpart. What I am saying is that there are things that need to come first. So there is healing that needs to occur first. There is an understanding that needs to occur first. There is a surrender that needs to happen first. And there has to be an element of self-love and self-respect. So oftentimes your divine counterpart comes in, and what happens is they're teaching you how to love yourself. They're teaching you how to respect yourself, how to set those healthy, firmer boundaries with them and with others, and how to honor yourself. And in doing so, you become a better version of yourself. You invite in more joy, abundance, love, respect, healthier relationships, etc. in all parts of your life, right? Work, friendship, love, family. And your divine counterpart will always act as that divine mirror, better than anybody else can do. So with a twin flame, it's two souls in one body. With a soulmate and kindred, it's two souls, two bodies. So one of the easiest ways to look at it. But there's a lot more complexity to this journey than that. This is an ascension journey. It's a journey to understand the self. It's a journey for you to move through and heal. And it's not always pretty, guys. It's not always pretty, okay? It can be very challenging at times. We've just come through a very challenging period on the journey as a collective. All right, so then shuffling here, there's kind of, the cards are coming out a little bit chaotically. Kind of feels like the energy of today. Thursday, April 7th. All right, so let's get a card for the Divine Feminine. All right, so Divine Feminine, you've got divine drunkenness, surrender to your spiritual reverie. So luckily there's a lighthearted energy that wants to come through here for the Divine Feminine. And you might catch yourself bursting out laughing. You might catch yourself unable to sort of control yourself, like laughing uncontrollably, or laughing at silly or stupid things that you normally wouldn't even be affected by. You're being asked to lighten up, and you're being asked not to take things so seriously, not to take this journey so seriously, not to take yourself so seriously. This is, you know, an invitation for you to express yourself creatively. So there's a sacral chakra element here of that feminine energy and expression, creativity, the birth of maybe a new version of yourself that wants to come through. And this is beautiful because Divine Feminine, you've been taking yourself seriously and the journey seriously for far too long. Allow yourself to feel this high. It's a natural high that you will feel when this happens. And one of the things I can say about this is it doesn't usually last very long, so enjoy it while it's lasting. Enjoy it while it lasts, and just immerse yourself in it, even if it's for the 30 seconds or for 5 minutes, because you'll come back. It'll come back full circle, and you'll come back to feeling a little bit more serious again. So enjoy those moments when they come. There is an element here too, Divine Feminine, of not panicking for what you've lost, not being afraid to let go of the you that you were, being sort of just letting things go. And this is also coming up collectively. It's hard to let go of the past. It's hard to let go of people from the past or versions of people from the past. It's hard to accept the passage of time. And so I think what's coming up for a lot of feminines is, how do I let go of who I was and where I was, and even some of the people that have been in my life, because we know that when you're on this journey, nobody else understands it except you. So how do I let go of all those things and invite in this beautiful, beautiful dance of, you know, celebration and joy? And is it selfish of me to experience joy and abundance, right? And peace when other people are experiencing so much drama, so much trauma, so much anger, pain, and you know, sadness and heartache and fear. It's like, I think sometimes the feminine feels like she has to sort of be the company of fear and sadness for other people. So, and actually the best thing you can do, feminine, is to be the light. Okay, so appreciate the light that you are, the light that you've created in this world. And there's definitely something sacred taking place within you. You're experiencing an elevation, so you are ascending quite rapidly at this time, actually. And your counterpart over here is also learning to let go. So there is a mirror happening, even if it doesn't necessarily seem so on the surface, even if you guys are in separation. It says let go and let glow. So there's an awareness from the masculine right now of how precious this life is. And it's sort of like he's starting to respect the journey more. I talked about it yesterday in the reading I did yesterday. So go check that one out too, guys, because that was an important reading with a lot of important messages for the divine feminine to empower her or him. But it's all about respecting the journey, coming at it from a different perspective and a different place of, you know, I understand why I'm on this journey. I understand why I met my divine feminine. And this is very empowering for the divine masculine. So there's sort of this, where the divine masculine, you know, is realizing there's a thin veil between the 3D and the 5D, between what they believe to be true, right, the matrix, versus what is actually truth, right, the spiritual realm. And they've been denying it, they've been avoiding it, they've been actively running from it for a very long time. So the reason being is they feared the loss, similar to what you're experiencing. They feared the loss of what they knew. They feared the loss of their self. They feared the loss of understanding. It almost felt like, to their ego, it felt like a total destruction or annihilation of the self. You know, for them to deny, you know, this matrix, the world and money and power and all prestige and all of these things, it's like, well, then I'm denying that I even exist or that any of this matters. And so they've really had to go through this spiritual awakening to get to the other side, which is what is happening at this time. So they're grateful for the opportunity to wake up. Okay, that's what's coming through today. They're grateful for the opportunity to be alive. They're grateful for the opportunity to have freedom from where they were, what they were in, they were experiencing. I don't know if you guys can hear the distant thunder, but to me, it's supposed to rain all day here, and I can see the clouds moving very fast. It smells like rain in the air, and, you know, yeah, there's a storm passing through. There's the sacral chakra. Yeah, sacral chakra for the feminine, divine masculine. Actually, this is also a card for the divine feminine. Inspirational creation. That's more of that sacral chakra. Creativity, intimacy. When the sacral chakra is blocked, you might experience some inhibition, sensually, sexually, creatively. When it's unblocked, you experience enormous amounts of really self-expression in the birthing of different parts of yourself. And then the inspirational creation, alchemy, which is, you know, the creation of magic, creating something from nothing, the elements and innovation. So there's definitely an energy here for the feminine of birthing this new chapter for herself that really looks nothing like the old ones. So your creativity is probably heightened at this time. I would urge you to find ways to really tap into that as best you can. Try to tap into where you're feeling inhibited, what makes you feel inhibited, step away from those things, open yourself up more. Divine masculine, wow, divine masculine is in his element. Divine masculine is showing up in his own reading here. It's funny because the feminine received this card, I think it was yesterday. Balance, patience, divine masculine. So yeah, he's finding this place within himself that feels much more aligned with truth, much more aligned with the divine, much more aligned with who he knows he came here to be. You know, he's a king. He understands that there is a job to be done. There's been a lot of distractions for him in the 3D. many things can distract the divine masculine, and many of them who are sort of in denial of the path or in denial of the awakening will just try to immerse themselves more into the addiction or more into work, which of course can be an addiction in and of itself, more into, I'm going to recommit to this connection or this relationship or marriage or this job or my family member or this life that I'm leading, this lifestyle. I'm just going to commit more to it, and things will magically work out. And then they don't, right? Then they don't magically work out. So for the divine masculine, they're seeking this higher perspective here. They're definitely wanting to find oneness. What does oneness mean? What does it mean to be one with self? What does it mean to be one with the universe and one with others? And they're going through their awakening. This is the awakening card. It's also the card of unity, inner union. So some masculines are in the process of coming into inner union. For those of you that are not in communication, again, this can be like very challenging to accept, very challenging to believe. So, just trust what it is that you feel, divine feminine, and don't worry so much about what it is that you're thinking or any scenarios or kind of ideas that you might have going on in your mind, especially if you've been in separation for quite some time. Just, let them be. Or if you're divine masculine, if you're not in separation, you're in communication, they're saying things or doing things that seem out of alignment. It's just probably that kind of last hurrah. It's that last ditch effort for them to try to resist their awakening. So I wouldn't even worry about it. Honestly, I would just kind of step back, let them move through that, and don't even give it the time of day, guys. Don't even worry. Don't worry, no. Or what is it? Don't worry, be happy now. Don't worry about it. Just let them go through what they need to move through. They don't need our help. They don't. Divine masculine is not a child. They're a man. Even if they act like a child at times, they're a man. They're an adult. They're fully capable. So the Two of Cups just flipped over in the deck because, there is inner union that is occurring here in both counterparts. And so this is, of course, what needs to come before outer union. And there really is no other way. So if you're on the journey and you haven't done the inner work and you expect union, you expect your masculine to leave their marriage, or you expect them to have an understanding of you expect this, expect that, you're gonna be left really sad, guys. You're gonna be left really disheartened. You're gonna be left very disappointed and devastated, because when you're on the journey of twin flame, when you're on the ascension journey, when you're on, any of these higher level journeys you've chosen to experience in this lifetime, and your focus is externally on what is going on out there, outside of you, you're basically spinning your wheels energetically. You might feel like you're getting somewhere, and that includes, watching too many videos, watching too many readings, reading too many books, expecting everyone else to be the expert when, truth be told, you're an expert. And, that's what Holly and I are here to do, is to empower you guys on your journey. So the more people that are empowered, the better this experience is going to be for all of us. The more people that are empowered, the faster this earth, the faster we ascend, the faster people wake up, the faster we get out of this fucked up matrix, and we can create this new earth that is being birthed. And so it's really, guys, it's really up to us. We have a lot more power than we probably ever have given ourselves credit for. So I'm going to be doing shorter readings. That's kind of what I'm called to do at this time. So, I'll do longer readings here and there, but I'm going to do shorter readings for a while here. So you may find me doing, 2 a day, or I'm going to just try to deliver the messages that they come, but they don't want me doing longer readings, at least for the present time. That could change tomorrow. So I'm going to stop here, and I'm going to wish you guys a beautiful, beautiful day. Take care. Stay in your own lane. and practice self-love, guys. Lots and lots of self-love. I'll see you guys soon.